Hello everyone, Katobi here, and thank you for coming to the channel. I'm going to do another beautiful pour today, something a little different. We will be using the hairdryer. Let's talk about the hairdryer for a second. No, I have not damaged it. This is not sticky tape to fix a problem. Well, yes it is. So the problem is that when I'm blowing with this design, the wind comes out both ways. Psh, left, right. Nothing in the center. So for me, I would rather guide and have a center stream. So what I'm going to be doing is using just the one end. I've tested it with my mouth and it seems to work nicely. So we'll see how that goes today. I think I would rather have that like that. Yep. So that for me will be a bit more guided. So yep, that's why the hairdryer has some blue tape. It's the same blue tape I use on the backs of my canvases, just so if I need to decanvas one of them, it's a nice clean process and it keeps everything nice and clean. So we've got that. All right, let's talk about our paints today. We have my pouring medium and my base paint mixed up, so that's nice and white. We have my swipe white, titanium white. We have the world's whitest white 2.0. Using that again today. Out of the way. Gotta love that. If you wanted to pick up this, I'll have a link in the description. Also, we have violet. We have blue, bee blue. So that's the world's bluest blue, by the way. So that's from the same people that do the world's whitest white. We have this lovely concoction, deep blue, and it's got micas in it. I really wanted to just add a little bit of that to the mixture. That's just a mixture I've made up of different coloured blues. We've got the world's greenest green, and we have silver. Sorry, silver. You're just silver. So that's what we've got today. And before I pour out the base. We'll just do one of these. Beautiful. Okay, and we're good to go. So first we'll just pour out the base. Need this to be a thin layer. Don't need it to be all very thick today. Get good coverage. There we go. Spread it out with the spatula. There's so many ways you can spread out your paints. I'm still trying to figure out the way I really like the most. I think I'll speed this part of the footage up. Okay, just going to add a little bit more paint. A couple of areas we are going to be putting some paint on, so this will level itself out a bit. I'm just going to tidy up some of these edges, just a hair. And then we will get into the composition. So clearly I'm going to be using the blow dryer. Not on my hair. Not on my hair. I don't have enough. Nature won that battle. It was either great looks or no hair. And all right, so that seems about good at the moment. I will be blowing, so anything that comes off will come out a bit and fill up those edges. I'm going to pop a little bit more paint in the center. Let that flood out a little bit. Always takes its time. And while we're waiting for that to flood, we will torch the canvas. I made sure I refilled that today. Just popping any bubbles that might have come up. The more diligent you are with this sort of thing, the better your composition comes up. It's really important not to rush. Now I can check over the canvas, just make sure nothing's popped in. I do have cats. If you do buy a composition with it, from me, there's a good chance, even with all my diligencies, you're going to get a cat hair. Yes. I do my utmost best to remove what I can. And I vacuum before I start. I have to vacuum every single time before I start. But yeah, even with all my trying, my cats seem to win the fight. There are a few more bubbles just coming through. Oops, set it off. Just give it a quick torch. And that'll have to suffice. It will suffice. Okay. So I can see a little bit more of a puddle's needed over here. That will get blown when I do this. All right, so I'm going to make a circle in the center with 4 different colors. So I'm going to start with my violet. And you'll have to forgive me if my circle is not worthy to be called a circle. All right, sometimes you have to use your imagination. That's not what I was going for. It's all right. I can fix it up in post. I'll just get some AI to make it look better. Hey. There we go. Green. You know what I should have done? I should have just said, look, I'm making a rounded square. So world's greenest green, world's bluest blue, and just purple so far. Now we're going silver. Oh, before I do that, just want to clean the tips off as I go. That's a nice handy hit there. Clean your tips. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, now time to spice it up a little bit. We are going to do a couple of drips of this beautiful blue that has the mica through it. It's got my mica, so if you haven't, there should be a link popping up on the screen now for how I mix my mica powders. I'm using 19, 29, and 32. 19, 29 to 32. All right, so there's a few there. Put a dollop there, dollop there, dollop there. It's about right, I think. So that'll add a little bit of mica to the whole composition, a little bit of extra dark blue, give it a bit of vibrancy. All right, now let's drill some of the world's whitest white on here. White 2.0. Oh, yep. This one's a very messy one to use. Oh, yep. Okay. Finished yet? Yep. I need to transfer this into a more pourable container. almost there. And this will actually show up against the white background and against the titanium. So it really is whiter than the other two by a fair shot. And why am I using that? Bragging rights. So now we're going to go with the swipe white. Just make sure that's nice and clean. Yep. So this is the swiping whites. This is just Floetrol and titanium. Oh, I don't like the fact nothing's happening there. Have I got a dirty tip? There we go. Now let's go right around through everything there. I'm gonna go through here. I think I was just a little bit shy there. Okay. So we're going that on top. Now, I'll be honest with you. I haven't tried the hairdryer yet, so I do not know how it's truly going to perform. I'm just going to go a dribble more base. I mean, I did try it. I put the focuser on my mouth and blew and went and felt how it was on my hand. So that's it. That's how we're going. Okay, ooh, that's good. All right. So I'm going to move the paint around now. Problem with this is now I've got a lot of directed. I need a lot of directed air. So look, I tried. Take the diffuser off. That was scaring me. Okay. So I've blown the paint over. I'm just going to give it a couple of moments to rest. You can already see some cells starting to come out. And then I'm going to blow from the center, which I might just add a bit more paint to make that flow easy. I think I will blow over from here first. Really want to do too much. I wish there was a bit of action over here. I'm actually going to tilt the canvas a little bit, try and recenter the work, stretch it out just a little bit. I want a lot of negative space in this one. Just taking my time, letting everything develop. So my paints have been mixed with paint and my own homemade pouring medium. And my titanium white, the one that I use for the swipe, that has been mixed with Australian Floetrol. And I actually haven't put anything into the world's whitest white, the white 2.0. I'm Stuart. Not affiliated. Supporting a product I actually really like. The purple is looking gorgeous. Sorry, the violet is looking gorgeous. Nearly done. Nearly done. Oh, gosh, there's some really delicate stuff happening in that. We've got some lacing. Actually, we've got quite a lot going on. Got some cells. Don't really want large cells. That's not what I'm after with these. You know, I think I actually might need a hairdryer that isn't 2,200 watts. I feel like lesser might be more. Yeah, that's really nice in there. Okay, just gonna occupy a bit more of the space. Oh, that's really made some lovely lacing come up in there. I have an idea in my mind. I want this blue corner to come down. Don't want to overstretch anything at all. I'm really liking the way this is looking. Centering. Taking my time, letting everything form. Don't worry about that part that's creeping down. I am worried about losing that new area I just blew out though. Awesome. I think this needs to be viewed that way, depending on how you want to look at it. It's got a good sweep through. I think I'm going to push that out just a little bit. I'm going to play with this area just a tad. I think the only part that needs work now is just here. I'm hoping to pick up some of the deeper blue from underneath that, if there's some there. That's given it a bit more movement. Now, am I okay with the disconnect between there and there? We've got the flow of the silver, we've got blue. It just doesn't seem to be connected to the rest of it yet. Gonna add a little bit of the greenest green. I know. Yep. Oh. Okay, close. Some of the silver. There we go. Little itty bitty bit of the swipe. There we go. And also a dollop of the deeper blue. I'm going to be adding that to the back. Okay, now we've got that coming through. We've got the green there, there's not a complete separation. I'm just going to tilt just a bit more. Just to get it all in place. Still keeping a large amount of negative space. Try and intermingle, but also not change the composition. position too much. Light, delicate. Could be whatever you want it to be. Hold it like this for a few. That's gorgeous though. That looks like a wave, a beautiful coloured wave coming, flowing over. I love it. Very strong colour through here. Good strong colour here, so we've spread the, you know, so your eye focuses here, but it also gets taken down. Okay, that is a lot better in my eye. Just going to pull that back just a hair. Okay, a little bit more white in here. And we are done. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Just touching up the edges. Beautiful. It's coming out really nice. Love these colours. That can't go around there because that's all white. Making sure not to go into the paints. Did that the other day. Apron has gold on it. Still experimenting with my pouring medium, so I'm not entirely ready to share how I mix my pouring medium. That'll be in the future. Okay. some... Whew, do I blow this off? Uh-oh. That is a lot prettier. And it's very windy here today. Oh, it's okay, Pusscat. It's only wind. It's okay, Mellow. Yeah, it is. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. It's just wind. It is wind. Very windy. All right. I am definitely happy with the way this has come out. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we are done. That is, I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy. All right, first we get a close up of the kitty. Hi. Okay, we did that. So the next time you see this, it will be dry. And then the next time you see this, it will be lacquered. I say that, I mean varnished. Gosh, there's some gorgeousness going on in there. Again, I'm experimenting with different styles. Mixing it up. Mixing up different ideas. Seeing what comes out. This is gorgeous. So we started off with a circle. We used violet. We used the world's bluest blue, world's greenest green, silver. Then we put my deep blue, which has Mica 19, 29 to 32. If you haven't seen my how to mix mica powders, those numbers will make sense in there because I numbered everything. Then we did the world's whitest white on top of the blue, the deep blue that I made with the mica powder in it. So this will actually have some sparkly effects to it as well, which will be lovely to see. And then we put the titanium, which is just Floetrol, Australian Floetrol, and titanium white over the top of it, and then we glue it. So just a quick torching. I've seen a couple of bubbles, that's why. I don't want to get too excited and forget. Forget to torch it. Oh, we've got a cat hair, folks. I wonder where that came from. Mellow. Not too detrimental. It's my problem. So if you do buy a canvas from me, know that free cat hair, all right, inside the canvas. I can't help blemishes. I do my utmost best. I do try and really pride what I do. Take a lot of pride in the cleanliness, but I do actually have to share the house with the kitty cats, you know, because they're my family. All right. Okay, we're done. Links in the description for other things as well, so check the description. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, and then Katobi from the future will talk to you. Thanks for watching this part. Bye. What a banger of a piece. I wanted it to be more circular, but as I started to use the hairdryer, I realized that my technique for the hairdryer was not correct, nor is probably the strength of the hairdryer I'm using. So I've got a little bit of out of hand on me, which is unfortunate. So down here, I really did wreck this. The beautiful lacing through here, unfortunately, has been compressed because of the blow through. But when I noticed that this was a wave, I mean up and over, I just went with it, and I'm happy I did. I've got no regrets. But I will definitely be attempting the circle again. We'll see what we can do next time. I've come up with a couple of ideas of what I'd like to do. I might even set a ring deliberately in the center, then blow out from the ring so nothing can go in the center of the ring, and then pull the ring out, and we'll have a perfect circle in the center. That would be awesome. So we'll visit that again in another series. I'll probably do a bunch of different colors and similar techniques and see what we can come up with. So I hope you look forward to that. Don't forget to subscribe if you do want to see that. I also noticed that, yeah, my technique for the hairdryer could have been a little bit better. Another thing I noticed is that some of my paints were a little bit too runny. I didn't pick up on that. The paper I was using to test the flow was sucking up a lot of the water that was in the paint, so I wasn't getting a really realistic version of what was going to happen on the canvas. Though there are some beautiful pieces up here, the swirls, and it is amazing. It's one of these pictures you can just look at for ages, but it feels like a wave, and I like the organicness of it. So that's the way I think it should be presented. We'll have a look at it like this. Kind of looks like a waterfall. I get waterfall vibes. It's pretty cool. It's funny because I hung it this way originally and it still felt like a wave to me, like a wave crashing, but in the opposite direction. Looks like distant lands, you know, like I don't know, the orcs occupy here. The druids occupy here, elves. It looks like a map as well in this direction. And then oh, I see a horse down the bottom there, like a Pegasus. Sort of, and again, water or cliff face, maybe bushes and water coming through here. Maybe that's the way it's meant to be seen. I love abstract art. Abstract art is amazing. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this. Stick around for the rest of the video. We have the flyover. This is my sign language flyover. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, and the time-lapse. I'm also, something a bit interesting, this whole video process I have been documenting in time-lapse. So my editing